Hey guys, welcome again to our vlog. This is Lynn from Give.Asia. In today's vlog, let's talk about crowdfunding for non-profit and charity sector. So we all know that crowdfunding is a rising phenomenon around the world for the past few years, and it is still progressing at a very good pace. So what exactly is crowdfunding? Let's find out in the next section. Crowdfunding is a method of raising capital through the collective effort of friends, family, customers, and individual investors. Literally, crowdfunding means collective funds from the crowd, and each investor provides a relatively small amount of financial support, acquiring a physical product or equity in return. Now let's learn about the key features of crowdfunding. So crowdfunders are mainly individuals. Not only do they provide capital, but they also come up with ideas, feedback, market solution, and data for the organization. The financial value of each crowdfunder is relatively small. Therefore, the more crowdfunding recruited, the more funds can be raised for the organizations. Most crowdfunding projects are done by the internet. Therefore, the organization can gain more public coverage and cut down on the operational cost. The internet also makes it easier for fundraisers to gain information about the organization and the campaigns before deciding to join. So now we should go to the next part where I'm going to explain a little bit further about why should organization use crowdfunding. Reason number one is crowdfunding utilize social media, big data, and cloud technologies to considerably revolutionize the way small and mid-sized organizations to finance their projects, which is a more cost-effective method of collecting funds. The second reason is all participants involved in crowdfunding benefits from the process. Requester can raise more funds, funder can have better understanding of the project they are supporting, and platforms can get more traffic and make more money. In this part, let's walk through the 4 different types of crowdfunding together. The first type is donation-based crowdfunding. This is the simplest form of all crowdfunding models, where contributions are going towards a charitable cause, which is often highly individualized. It is most commonly used when the project or campaign is done by a non-profit organization or an individual for a cause such as environment, humanity, children development, and so on. It has become a quick way to respond to global crises such as earthquake, flood. Another type of crowdfunding is reward-based crowdfunding, which allows investors to receive services or goods in return for their investment. The reward can be either tangible, which is the product itself as a pre-order, or intangible, being credited in a movie, or as simple as receiving a thank you note. The third type of crowdfunding is lending-based crowdfunding. So this relates to funds that are offered as a loan. It can be distinguished into 2 subcategories, which is microfinancing, microlending, and peer-to-peer lending. In the case of microfinance loans, the capital is pooled from the crowd to grant microloan to poor or underprivileged clients who usually do not have access to banking services. And the peer-to-peer lending corresponds to individual bids on microloans to reduce the risk set by borrower directly. And the last type of crowdfunding is equity-based crowdfunding, which means investor can take a stake in a new business. In this part, I'm going to give you some tips for a successful crowdfunding campaign. Tips number 1 is to give your donor an extra reason to give. So most donors are attracted to crowdfunding as they want to give back, but offer them a little extra is even better. You can consider different incentives for different donation amounts, such as a t-shirt for $50 donation, or a ticket to your event hosted by your organization for $100 donation. Tips number 2 is to follow up with your donors. So like donors can easily forget about your organization if you don't keep in touch with them. So regular updates on your goal and how you're achieving those, like the process of that, and follow up with the letters and mail are encouraged. And tips number 3 is please don't be shy on social media. So research showed that crowdfunding campaign on Facebook increased donation of 350%. And also conduct a social media plan that show you to interact with your donors frequently. And you can also run some contests to give donors an incentive to give sooner rather than later. As you all know, of Give.Asia as a platform to fundraise. We are also a crowdfunding platform. So why Give.Asia? Because we are the most trusted fundraising platform in Asia, and we are the leading free fundraising platform for fundraisers to raise money for their causes. When you go on our platform, you don't get charged anything for the service fees. And so far for the crowdfunding campaigns, we have hosted more than 25 campaigns, and we raised $1 million plus already for the good causes through crowdfunding campaigns this time. Well, I guess that's it for the topic of today. Thank you so much for all your attention and all your support. If you would like to know more about our platform as a crowdfunding platform, please don't be hesitant to drop me an email or just contact our support team. We'll be more than happy to help. Happy fundraising and thank you, and I'll see you in the next sharing. Bye!